Yeah, man. So we back in the club with our bodies rocking from side to side, side to side.
Hi guys! The title of the blog is From Funk to Fun. So I hope that on this Saturday you have planned for a lot of fun. And what I'm really going to be talking about is how to get us out of that place in life where we're not really enjoying every moment that we have to live. Most of us know that life just goes flying by, and sometimes we don't know when it's going to go, and we don't know how short or long it's really going to be. So this is really about making sure that every moment we have, we are completely present, we're completely living it to our fullest, and we are bringing in tons of love. So what do I mean by from funk to fun? Most of us walk around feeling kind of funky most of the time. And what I mean by that is we're not happy maybe with our jobs. Sometimes we're not happy with our family life. Maybe we're not happy with our dating life. We might not be happy with our careers, our school life, whatever, wherever it is that you are in life. A lot of times, and we do things, a lot of times we do things because we feel like that's kind of what we have to do. So it's like I need to have a job because I have to be responsible, or I need to finish this because if I finish this, then it will lead to this, and then I will have this, and then potentially I'll be happy. And believe it or not, this kind of stuff actually really makes us very funky because it's really about a means to an end. And not only that, but we consistently feel this pressure of doing things because we feel like we have to or we should. It's not really because we're trying to have fun. So you might be asking yourself, like, yeah, but how are you supposed to have fun and still be able to do all these other things that we feel like need to happen in life? Well, the secret I have for you today is that those things can all happen, and they can happen from you having fun. So it's totally possible to have your dream job and an amazing career and have fun all the way doing it. You don't have to sacrifice the fun. Course in Miracles really teaches that God never asks us to sacrifice anything. He wants us to be happy every single moment. So we've created this idea of a God, a universe, that asks us to give up something to have something else. That's not true. That's an idea that the human mind, the insane human part of the mind, has made up so that we can live in this fear that we have to give this up so that way we can be happy. So hence we spend so much of our time being scared or giving up things and not truly being happy. And what is really out there is a promise that no, you can be happy every second of this day, of this life that you have, if you really believe in the power of love. Love is what really will bring fun into your life. Course in Miracles teaches that miracles occur as a natural expression of true love. So when you're really doing something that you love, the miracles will come. You will be able to buy the house that you love. You will be able to have the career that you want. You will be able to have the family that you love. And you still will be having fun all along the way. I actually just saw this wonderful interview on Masterclass on the Winfrey Network, sorry. And she was interviewing Simon Cowell, who used to be one of the American Idol judges. And it was amazing hearing him talk about his journey and how he became who we know him to be today. And how he got there. And one of the things I remember him saying was that he decided that he was going to have fun. As a kid, he didn't really enjoy school, and there came a point where he realized, to get to where I want to get, I know that I just want to have a little fun along the way. He wasn't in a rush to get there, and he describes it beautifully how he's peeking over the fence of his yard, and he sees his neighbors throwing a party, and they had a lot of celebrities at a party. This is in England. And he wanted to be that guy. He wanted to be the guy throwing the party with a lot of people that people knew, but not necessarily be the person that everybody knew. So not him be famous, but be surrounded with famous people. And obviously that has happened for him in his life. And it was amazing to describe how much fun he had along the way. So he really wasn't rushing to get there. He had a lot of patience to let the miracles unfold. So what we really want to do is really start having fun. Okay, so you might say, how do I do this? And it's not about, I'm going to quit my job and go have fun. That's not what I'm saying to do. I say keep your job. But if your job is not your source of fun, or one of the things you do that is fun you can have on the weekend. Fun you can have after work. So look for things in your life that are fun. Most of us spend a lot of time doing other things, like let's say watching TV and watching others have fun. and live their lives on reality TV or whatever it is that you like to watch, and we spend a lot less time actually living our own lives and actually having our fun, our adventures. So if you find yourself watching more TV than you do other things, you probably need to cut down on the TV, because that means you're probably taking out of your fun. And start finding things to do that are fun. And a lot of us don't know what is fun. You know, I talk to parents at school sometimes and ask them, what do you do for fun? They have no clue. And actually, I've realized that some kids now, you know, even as early as 9 or 10, don't have things they do for fun. They think fun is a very foreign concept. You know, I ask them to do something for fun and report back to me what they did for fun. They usually report playing video games, which is the most common one I hear. But then they don't sometimes say other things, or they think fun, you know, we do homework. So already they're getting this message that in order to be successful in life, you know, you have to sacrifice the fun to have the success. And this, like I said, really puts us in this funky place where, I mean, why would you even want to be successful if you feel like you're not going to be able to have fun along the way? So I really want to empower you with this idea, because it's totally possible. You know, I have seen it for myself in my own life, that I had really set myself up and put the intention out there that I wanted to do something that I loved. I started with, you know, when I graduated from college, I put it out there. I wanted to do something that I enjoyed. I didn't start that way, you know, right away. I started doing some educational programs, and then with some budget cuts, you know, I got laid off, and then I did something that I realized I didn't like at all. I knew that wasn't where I wanted to be. You know, and my intention was that I wanted to be in a school. I loved being around children. I love the energy that children bring. You know, their innocence, they're fun, and they just hopefully keep some of that energy with them as they start growing up. But innately, you know, they know how to have fun. And then of course adults come along and tell them that they have to follow the rules, and then the fun kind of seems to go away. But there's totally a way to have fun and really enjoy life. And I felt like being around children was the way to do it for me. And you know, for the last 3 years working in the school, I've had tons of fun. I can't say there was a day that hasn't gone by where I haven't had fun, either being part of a Christmas program, or playing dodgeball in a gym class, or, you know, running around at recess time with them, or just watching them run around and just be outside. You know, I necessarily don't do the running, but just watching them be outside, or playing card games with them, whatever it is, you know, I actually have been able to have lots of fun doing what I do, and realize how much fun I could also have outside of the school, how much creativity I was really missing out on. How I used to sit as a little girl and play puzzles, you know, do puzzles, sorry. So sit down and maybe do some puzzles again, some crossword puzzles. I love scrapbooking, so really doing some scrapbooking and really finding the things that get my creativity going. You know, I just heard a beautiful quote on Twitter, actually. She tweeted this, Gabrielle Bernstein. She wrote, you know, find what's fun for you and then do it some more. So this is really the idea that fun comes from the idea of us doing something that we really truly love. And the idea that we have is that that's not good enough, because our fear has taught us that. It's very limiting. But the love in us, you know, the God in us, the universe in us tells us, you go and have fun, be happy. We want you to be happy. Live the life that you want to live every day and have tons of fun. And I guarantee you, you will be provided for. That is what the universe says to us. It doesn't tell us, stop having fun, you know, do your responsibilities and then I'll provide. No, it says do what is fun to you. Get out of this funkiness. Get out of thinking that life has to be such a drag, such a burden, such a chore every day, and start having tons of fun in everything you do. Start having tons of fun at work, with your family, with your friends. Make life fun and you will be provided for. That is a promise, guys. That is a principle that really is embedded and reinforced in the Course in Miracles, that love really is the source of all these miracles that we're asking for in our lives. I don't know how it's going to work for you. You know, I don't know how you're going to have fun and the dream job is going to come up for you. You know, and you're not going to know either. But if you follow the love crumbs, and that's my thing, you'll find your way home to love. And that's when you're going to have tons of fun. You're going to get out of this funkiness of thinking that every day has to be such a chore, every day is such a burden. You know, and this is really what we've taught ourselves in society, that we really have to be in this fear and in this sense of urgency to become something or to be successful. And we have to do it with pressure and stress, or else it's like we're not doing anything. And what love really tells you, and God really tells you, and the universe is really saying, is that life is effortless. It's a dance. It's meant to be graceful. It's meant to just be a flow of things. You just know which step comes after the next one. You know, really, embrace this idea of God, the universe, as your partner in this dance and begin co-creating this life of fun that will really begin to bring the miracles. Because remember, when you do what you love, you just have fun. Have you ever done something and you realize time just flew by? It was probably because you're doing something that was fun to you. And when time hasn't flown by, it was probably you didn't like what you were doing. So if you're at work looking at the clock all the time, you know, being like, oh, just 5 minutes went by, you're probably not having any fun. So I really encourage you to go ahead and begin to have lots of fun. And like I said, if it's not fun from 8 to 4, then find fun somewhere else, because the fun will begin to spread. And as you really bring this love into what you do, the miracles will begin to show up in your life. And as you begin to see them in one area, they'll just kind of spread into other areas. That's the power of love. It cannot be contained. Once you kind of bring it in and invoke it and really, emerge it into your lifestyle, it will just kind of take over if you allow it to, and you'll begin to co-create with this amazing power of love. So I encourage you today to really take yourself from the funk to the fun this week. I want everybody to be having fun, having a blast. Every day should be a party. Don't miss out on the party of your life, because one day you might wake up and, the party might be coming to an end. So enjoy the party and have a great week. Bye.